Okay, perfect. So by now you will have chosen a stock keeping system. You will be proficient and you'll be very confident about, okay, what stock keeping system am I going to use? If you are not sure exactly, go and watch our last video on different types of storage systems that we have used in one of our units and different pros and cons between each system and what you would like to use. Now, going back to that lesson, if we just do a little bit of a refresher, you'll have seen many different tools, what we use in our storage systems, and we have also dropped in some links of what we recommend of different boxes or rails, etc. Now, this lesson, as you probably clicked on this video, you will know that we are trying to teach you about bookkeeping. Now, bookkeeping is essentially a loose term about tracking expenses and ensuring that your numbers add up, essentially, is what I want to say that bookkeeping is. Now, if you want to have an exact definition of what exactly bookkeeping is, it's the process of recording, organizing, and managing financial transactions. Now, this is obviously just of the Oxford Dictionary, the process of recording, organizing, and managing financial transactions. Now, if we apply that to a reselling or a business point of view, this is all your income, expenses, costs, profit margins, all of that good stuff. Now, this may seem a little bit pointless maybe at the start if you're not making a lot of money, but I can implore you that, look, you must get these systems started from the start. You must know about bookkeeping from the start, because again, if you have that knowledge base, if you have those foundations, that will only benefit you when you want to build up your business in the future. Now, bookkeeping, it's more about tracking purchases, sales, receipts, payments, and much more. I know there's a lot more to this. We will give you a brief overview in this video, and we will show you in many more future videos and future courses more about this and bookkeeping in more advanced manner. Ensures accuracy and financial clarity in business records. Now, obviously at the start, you won't be making enough to, perhaps you may not need to declare your income, accounting, all of that. It's a rabbit hole that we could, of course, get into. I'm not a financial advisor, I must say. However, we do have some tips on bookkeeping that we can do. If you want accounting tips, please get in touch with a qualified accountant, and they will give you more information about how to do your tax return, etc., etc. We are just teaching you more about bookkeeping and how to manage your receipts in order to give to an accountant who will give you more advanced feedback on that. Now, what are the key benefits of bookkeeping? So again, as mentioned, financial clarity. It provides an accurate view of your business finances. Are you profit making? Are you loss making? How well is your business doing? Is it better last month? Was it better 2 months ago? What is the seasonal change of the products that I'm selling? So again, financial clarity. It tells you more about the numbers of your business. Tax compliance. As mentioned, I'm not a financial advisor. Us at the Reselling Revolution, we are not advising you in finances whatsoever. We are just advising you on bookkeeping and how to track your expenses in a nice, simple, efficient manner. For tax compliance, please get in touch with a professional accountant or an accountancy firm, and they will teach you a lot more about it. Expense tracking. Now, it identifies where do you want to cut costs, where do you want to maximize profits, where is all my money going, and where am I exactly making the money from? Now, again, expense tracking, it's really important to allow you to see where exactly is all the business income going, and where am I, losing income, and how can I maximize profits at the end of the day? And more importantly, budgeting and forecasting. So it helps plan for future growth. It sees, for example, okay, am I incurring fixed cost, variable cost, fixed cost being perhaps your rent, variable cost being perhaps if you want to keep the heater on during the winter, that's a variable cost. If you, for example, leave the heater on 24/7, you're going to incur more costs. If you don't turn the heater on, you won't incur any electricity costs from heating. That's just a really brief example. We will go over more about fixed costs and variable costs in future videos and future courses. Now, what are the responsibilities in bookkeeping? So, recording transactions, you must log all income and expenses accurately. You must maintain your financial records to keep books updated and organized through spreadsheets, through software. Again, we will mention some spreadsheets. And again, we have got a free bookkeeping template that we will link in the description below to keep your books organized and updated. Very, very simple, very easy to use. All you need to do is make a copy, save it to your own Google Sheets, and you can use it free of cost. Now, bank reconciliations. You can match your bank statements with transactions. Again, this is very difficult to do manually, but there are many accounting softwares that are out there. There's a couple that we could recommend, for example, Xero with Xerou. Xero is also a great one. There are also many other softwares that you can use. Again, a tax professional will advise you on the different softwares or what they may prefer and what they may use. Accounts payable and receivable, so you can track money owed and incoming payments. This is again a much more advanced thing if you're working off credit, etc., etc. It's a large rabbit hole that we can go down, and we will be making more videos out about these things, so stay tuned about that. And you can generate some financial reports, so you can prepare balance sheets and cash flow statements, see how much cash is coming in, what are my assets, etc., etc. This is not only useful for you to see how well you are doing as a business, it's also good to give to your accountant and they will advise you more about that. So why does accurate bookkeeping even matter? Well, why go through all this hassle? It forms a foundation of your financial management. You can see exactly how well you're doing. It helps with decision making, business stability. It prevents financial errors and legal issues. Now, again, you don't want to get it into any sort of fights with the HMRC in the UK or IRS in America. You don't want to get into any fights with them. Make sure that you're always compliant. And again, consult a tax professional for more information about this. As mentioned, we have got a free bookkeeping template in the description. It's a Google Sheet template that'll be provided at the end of this course and the end of this video in the description. Have a click on it, save the bookkeeping template, and have a fiddle around with it. And it's very useful to track your expenses as a small reseller. And we've got a more advanced one later on in the courses, later on in the videos. As again, in the slides, we'll teach you a little bit more about how to use this. Make a copy. It's very easy. I'm sure many of you will have used Google Sheets in the future. We don't use Excel because it's a lot easier to share products using Google Sheets. If you want an Excel version, please get in touch with us and we will give you an Excel version. So that's it from me about your different SKU systems and bookkeeping. Now, how are we going to culminate SKUs and bookkeeping systems together? That is for the 5th mini assignment, and we will see you in the next video all about that.